violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
He's just a good person in general.
Jose Guillen has spent the past few days at his son Alon Guillen's side at Del Seaton Medical Center.
A lot of pain because he's not doing well.
Jose says he, his wife, and other family members have been there ever since they got the call on Monday that his son was shot in the head.
He's only 16 years old, and he has a whole life ahead of him.
Yeah, man. I mean, a shot to the head at 16. I mean, even if he survives this, his life is, you know, his prior consciousness at least is over. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be the same. You'll never be the same. And that is a horrible feeling, right? And it's sad that they're having to go through this. This is Austin, Texas. It's going down, y'all.
You know, college, kids, marriage life, and just to see him in that bed is just heartbreaking.
It's a call this family never imagined they would ever receive about the 16-year-old high school student.
He's at a place where he shouldn't be at. You know, he doesn't deserve to be laying down on the bed dying because of someone just decided to do that to him. So I feel miserable.
Information has been limited as to what exactly happened, but Fox 7 has been told by the family that the shooting happened near P. Terry's on Highway 71 in the middle of the day. Alon was hospitalized for being shot in the head and remains in critical condition. Another teenager was treated at the hospital, then released. The family says it's believed a few other high school students were involved in the shooting.
Dang. So these high school shooters, I mean, the beef is real. I'm telling you guys, they're getting ops at a very young age, manufactured ops. The op culture is real, and it looks like it's happening in the Comunitino. These burrito teen gremlins are on demon time.
Calling for justice. We're calling for justice for my cousin because we don't know if he'll be here with us tomorrow.
Suspect. Austin police are still searching for the suspect that shot a 16-year-old Manor student.
After 10 days in the hospital, Alon Guillen passed away from his injuries on November 4th. Police first knew about this shooting back on October 24th when Guillen was admitted to the hospital with a gunshot wound to the head.
Dang, bro. It's over just like that. RIP. RIP. I'm telling you guys, these young dudes are getting busy. Most of these shootings are really young guys, and they're getting their hands on sticks. What's tempting them or pushing them to go that direction, I'm not sure. I don't know if he was beefing, if he was, you know, putting fuel to the fire, or maybe somebody he was associated with, a friend that he was close to, you know, was in that type of life and somebody was making a statement. You never know. Okay. A lot of these parents don't even know what their kids involved with. I'm not saying that he was involved in something, but sheesh. I'm telling you guys, they're getting younger and younger, and the beef is real.
His family says Guillen went out with his friends for lunch when a person started shooting at them on Brant Street. That's in Southeast Austin. Now, the family of that 16-year-old is calling for justice.
We have faith that the authorities and the detectives will find this person and make him pay.
Police described the suspect as a heavyset man between 17 and 20 years old. They say he was wearing a red hoodie and dark pants. Alan Guillen just also happens to be the cousin of Army Specialist Vanessa Guillen. She was the Fort Hood soldier who was brutally murdered and found dead off post.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
All right, guys. So I wanted to cover this story because it looks like it's gaining some traction in the community when it comes to the hip hop space. So wanted to cover this one. It is another discussion about race. As you guys remember, we covered Sophia Rosing at the University of Kentucky and how she, was going in on the sister who maintained her composure and whatnot. And obviously that video was age restricted by YouTube for some reason, but everybody else is good to go. Okay, everybody else, I'm seeing everybody else react to it and they're good to go, but for some reason mine gets age restricted. But anyhow, we're covering a teacher in a Austin, Texas school from I don't know what middle school, high school this is, but Southside 808 Mafia guy, the producer, basically, his son goes here. And they're basically recording the teacher talk about ethnocentrism, okay? And I'll let you guys watch it. I definitely understand what the teacher was saying, but this is not a discussion that you have with children, so let's watch.
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one.
Okay, so he says deep down in his heart, he said that he's ethnocentric, meaning that he believes that his race is the superior one. So you see all the kids cracking up. And I could only imagine having this discussion at a high school, with one of my teachers, especially with all these smartphones now. This is not a discussion that you have with children. They won't be able to understand the nuance of the conversation. I think that everybody, inherently roots for their team, right? Okay. Black team roots for the black team. Why? We see it all the time when they, do the play in boxing and stuff with Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, or with Deontay Wilder and what's the guy's name? The Irish dude. Damn, I can't remember his name anymore. But anyways, y'all get what I'm saying. Like, everybody starts rooting for their own team. So I understand what he's saying, but this is not a discussion that you have with children. And then they caught him in the racist trap. So let's keep watching.
Oh, no, let me finish.
So white is better than all.
No, let me finish.
Go ahead.
I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about it.
I'm not racist.
You heard what he said? He said, I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about it.
I like all types of kinds.
Did I say I don't like people?
People only think that.
Wait, so you said you are what? You are racist?
You're saying you're like,
you're racist? I think everybody's a racist at that level.
No.
Okay, so that's where he messed up. He shouldn't have said, I think everybody's a racist at that level. They're catching him in a trap. I don't know how he's finna get finessed out of his job by these kids. He's getting fired. He's not teaching anymore. It's OV. I hope he has a nice savings account, because it's over with. Okay, he's finna get canceled, just like Sophia Rosing, and this isn't as bad as Sophia Rosing, but he's literally caught. The kid had some complaints, which I'm going to show you guys on his Instagram, about, you know, trying to get his grade up, but the teacher wasn't, you know, allowing him to get his grade up. So he's already had some complaints about this teacher. And is he asking for a higher grade without doing the work? I don't know. I'm not his teacher. But it just gives the kid the excuse to say, oh, well, I didn't do good in this class because my teacher is racist and all that stuff. So if he was doing some finessing with the grades, that's wrong. But if he actually giving him the grade that he deserves, then it is what it is. But let's listen up.
But you said you are racist.
I did. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest. No, I'm not saying it again. I've said it enough.
So you're racist. I think I slightly told you to stop speaking.
Put your phone up.
I actually respected you for a while, but like
I'm putting
now,
your phone up.
I don't even got no more respect for you.
So you heard what the kid said. He said, I actually respected you for a while, but now I ain't got no more respect for you. So you know he finna start acting up.
Yeah, for real. I don't think I got respect for him no more, bro.
Look.
You know, you should have more respect because I'm honest. I said it over and over.
He said you should have more respect for me because I'm honest. This is too much of a nuanced conversation for these kids. I totally understand what he's saying, but it always sounds bad when you got a white person saying it, for sure. But I don't know. I mean, he might be Juice Crew. Who knows?
So you are a racist?
Damn, how many times I gotta say it?
Oh,
Really? You're cussing at me?
No, I'm not cussing at anybody.
yeah, he said, damn. How many times? Yo, I mean, this is absolute comedy. I mean, this is real time. This is wild, honestly. I mean, he let them kids trap him. It's over. I mean, he's losing his job like today. It's over and done with.
Because he's black.
I'm frustrated with this conversation.
That she started. You said you were a racist.
You asked the question.
No, you were talking to him.
Get it, Mello.
You said, yes, I'm a racist. Yes.
Somebody.
I don't know what the hell he doing. He bugging. Like, I guess he trying to make fun and bow down to him, you know, satirically, but that's not a good look, young man. Stand up on your feet and have the conversation, because this ain't it.
Asked the question, I responded.
Hey. I'll be sure to put this on the internet.
Hey, I hope you know I'm famous, so I'm going to play on the internet.
I'll be sure to put this on the internet.
So you heard what he said. He said, I hope you know I'm famous, so I'm going to put you on the internet.
Yeah, you guys do what you need to do.
I'm going to call my father and say I'm going to post this.
This horde is right over there.
And you know my
And
dad
this
has
horde
over
is
a million
black.
on Instagram, so I'm going to tell him to post this.
You guys don't
Look, that little white boy, he finna get canceled. He's like, uh-oh.
think that I've made peace with all this stuff? You think I'm still walking around prejudiced against people of time? Yeah.
So you are a racist. Well, are you trying to say you used to think that?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, you didn't.
So they're trying to clarify here, and he's asking, so you're saying you used to think that? He said, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And then Southside's son is like, nah, bro, you said you are racist, like in present time. So let's listen.
You said I am.
You said I am racist.
You said I am racist, which means I think
No,
I'm
you said
racist.
I am racist. That means you're
With the hard
That means right now.
They literally have these Chinese kids still wearing masks. It's crazy.
With the hard S.
Stop Asian hate.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish? Just let me finish. Okay.
I thought we were done.
I think it's
He's trying to think up something to say.
you don't know me at all. You can put words in my mouth. Just
I'm
let
just
me
trying to
finish.
explain what you want.
I'm trying to explain to you something that I've learned in my life. That's all I'm trying to say.
I have to go. Like, I have to go now.
Go get the person passes.
So he's asking to go to the bathroom.
Alright.
Well, are you trying to say you used to think that?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, can I use the rest? I have to do this.
No. If you weren't, you would not have just said.
No, you guys.
You treat me the wrongest out of everybody, because every time you would let these groups, you let them go to Miss Childress when they're passing. But when I need to go, no, you can't go. Like, bro.
So he's saying that he is not able to go to, I guess he said Miss Childress class. But, you know, so he feels like he's being discriminated against by this teacher. And maybe he is a class clown. I mean, his dad is a rapper, and we're going to get into that. But let's keep watching.
That's racist. And guess what? They're all not in my skin color, so that's kind of
So if I was racist, I wouldn't let you go to the restroom, would I?
But you don't want him in your room.
He said, so if I was racist, I wouldn't let you go to the restroom. So, I mean, it's over for this teacher.
I mean, you're wrong both ways. Now, I gotta go miss that. I'm still there. All on tape. Okay,
You heard what they said. The little girl said, I got it all on tape. So let's listen to what Southside on the track says. He says, everyone knows my son, Baby Sizzle 808. I'm raising him to be strong and to voice his opinion no matter what. He called me the other day and said, Dad, I have a C. I'm trying to get my grade up, but my teacher is a racist. I thought he was trying to say because of his grades. So today he sends me these videos. This man told my child his race is superior. I don't understand how we're still in a world where I know I am probably more intelligent. Okay, so he thinks he's more intelligent than the teacher. I have accomplished way more in life than this guy. Legally, my son wants an education and he is being denied. That this ish is sad that this is in Austin, Texas. This hurts my heart to see this. I'm so angry. I'm lost for words, but I will stand up for my child and the other black and Spanish kings and queens in this video. Well, what about the white kids? There were some white kids in there as well. Okay. Why can't you stand up for everybody? Because still, we don't know the ethnicity of this teacher. So this is Southside's page. He has 1.5 million followers. He's a producer and whatnot. He's saying he's more intelligent than the teacher, but he's got tattoos all over his face. I mean, I think a lot of these guys kind of overestimate their intelligence. I mean, bro, you make beats. You're talented in that way, for sure. But mistakes were made. That's all I'm gonna say. Mistakes were made. But anyways, let's get to his son. Now, I'm not bagging on his son and da-da-da-da, but I mean, it's very interesting. You know, definitely a little swaggy kid. He is pointing middle fingers into the camera. You know, I don't think this is appropriate for a child this age. Obviously, pointing the air guns. You know, he's very insulated. He's very insulated. And 817.Tonio makes a great point. He says, bro, in the burbs. So he's saying that you're doing all this stuff like you're you're super gangster, but you grew up in the suburbs in a privileged life because of your father being a famous music producer. So it's like, chill, man. You don't have to live that life. Why are you portraying that image? And obviously, he's portraying that image because his father has shown him that type of life. I'm not gonna say that this young man is gang banging, but he's throwing up gang signs. Also, another thing, very inappropriate for a child, to be standing next to a half naked girl and he's, holding her in a very close way. I believe that Boosie had his child get some WAP at a young age, I think 13 or something. Lynette, 1984, she's, old school. She makes a great point. She says she needs clothes on, inappropriate around kids. She's absolutely right. And then they say that's her nephew. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. Why would you even dress around that way with your nephew? And then here is Young Miami. And I guess, I don't know if this is her child with him. I don't know. With Southside, because I think she had a child with Southside. But very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. Why his child isn't in private school, I don't know. But, you know, shout out to the young kid. He's living his life. I do think what the teacher said was very inappropriate. He's going to be fired. That's not a conversation that you have with children. You know, I could have understood if he was having that conversation with adults. Then you can kind of compare and contrast the nuances, like we've done so many times on this channel. But overall, this is another race dilemma that is going to be pushed in the forefront of mainstream, at least in the hip hop community. So look for more fake outrage. I think that I might go live on a topic similar to this. But I do think that, you know, Southside should really examine the way that, you know, he's raising his kid, man. Because you don't want him to have to perpetuate a street life and go into the street life like T.I.'s son is doing right now, which he regrets probably, you know. He most likely regrets the way that he raised his son. And I don't think you should be making the same mistakes, but he is, you know, it looks like he's middle school, high school age, junior high probably. So it's pretty much a dub. He is who he is going to be. And hopefully he can stay out of trouble. Hopefully you put him on you know, a money-making scheme that is legal and he can excel. I'm wishing nothing but the best. It's very interesting that he experienced this with a teacher. And if he felt discriminated against, then yeah, the teacher needs to be held accountable. But all in all, I'm not opposed to having this type of conversation, but definitely not in the presence of kids. Like, adults should not be having conversations like this with kids. It's not on the same level as the, you know, the sexuality conversation, but it's way too nuanced to just have this conversation, especially all these smartphones. You know, you got to be smarter. So we have to challenge the teacher's intelligence. Although, is he smarter than Southside? I don't know. We would have to see. But hey, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Was it inappropriate for the teacher to be speaking like this? Is what Southside's son doing on Instagram inappropriate for the lifestyle that he's living, his age, and just for young black men in general? Let me know in the comment section below. Oh, yeah, and he is a rapper, okay? So I guess Pops is making beats for him. I haven't checked out the content, but I'd be interesting to see what type of lyrics that this young man is spitting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, in school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.